Do not attempt to adjust your screen. Forbes DVD Live is taking over.
Sorry.
Alright, we got Cassidy in the building. What's going on, man?
What's up with you?
Chillin', man. You got a big battle coming up.
Yeah, I'm just in here observing, listening to y'all drop knowledge.
We do this shit every day for me. My Twitter timeline was on fire yesterday.
I love to hear it though. That's what the streets missing, man.
All right, when we talk about hip hop, because we like to talk about that a lot. If you had to fix hip hop with 3 tools right now, what would be your 3 tools that you would implement in the new rules for hip hop?
Oh, I want to comment on one thing that you said a little earlier. Like the karaoke stuff that you said. Like I do so much original music that a large percentage of it don't even come out. But recently I've been jumping on people beats. Sometimes I might use a similar flow and style because that's what people caught up in. And they go back to how you said the radio was brainwashing people into liking things that they wouldn't normally like. And I'm a person that always was riding with that, so I know the reason why they feel as though they like it, even though if they had an option, they really wouldn't pick it. But because people so programmed to like these things, I might jump on that record, but I'm still being competitive to prove to people that when I do this style and when I ride this beat, it's going to sound a whole lot better than the original person that did it.
It is people though that should get a pass for doing it though.
Yeah.
But when a nigga outside selling nutcrackers do it, or when a nigga that's going to steal your cable in an hour do it, it's like it's 500 niggas doing it now.
Or if you do it and it don't sound even as good as
The original.
yeah, nowhere near as good as the original. It just sound like you trying to ride that wave, but you're not even really trying to body the song.
Well, you can rap. So when Cassidy do it, it's almost like Cassidy gonna rap.
Yeah.
Some niggas is not really rapping.
And when I do that, it's not, I mean, a lot of my, like, the diehard fan base that you were just talking about, like, you gotta be a real spitter in order to get that type of fan base.
Yeah.
You could be popping at the time, but had that ride the wave fan base that when the next person get hot, all of your fan base is gonna move on to the next person, and it's a million of them type of artists that was popping at one time that you don't know what they doing right now. And then you got the artists, even from back like Rakim, like you said, that got a die-hard fan base that's never gonna leave, no matter whether they on the radio or not, no matter whether they ain't drop an album in 10 years, they still gonna fuck with them. That's just what it is. So I got that type of fan base, so I don't necessarily do it for those people, even though a lot of them might like it. I do it for the people that's not a part of my fan base, for that ride the wave fan base, to show them how things is really supposed to be done.
But if Rakim round on Try Me, will we like it?
No.
Fuck out of here, right?
It just depends on how you go about it. You know what I'm saying? I think he could kill it to show people how you really supposed to do it if he did it right. But I don't really know though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because
you know what I'm saying?
Philly, I went on Twitter, said this, I say this like every week. Philly is my favorite spitters come from Philly as far as the flows, lyrics, but just the hunger of y'all. Y'all motherfuckers around for like 45 minutes, no breath on camera and shit. And y'all never got caught up in your outfit, none of that shit. It was just lyrics and raps.
Yeah.
But y'all was the inventor of flows.
Yeah.
So when people rhyme and somebody else flow, and it's like, and no disrespect to Shorty, Days Loaf, but it's like, do we want to hear Rakim rhyme like Days Loaf?
Yeah.
Rakim is an originator of flows.
Yeah.
So it's like, even if he touch it for a little while, and then go off into something else.
Another thing too, like, you know what I'm saying, sometimes if you just body a freestyle, it's like that's the last time you would ever hear me do a style like that. Like I might jump, like I did body the like what you said a week ago, like I jumped on that and I aired that, but that's the last time you ever gonna hear me sound like that. Just to let y'all know, like, what y'all are hyped up about, it ain't that big of a deal. Like I could jump in that style and body that the real way that you supposed to do it. So, but I'm never going to do that again. I got a problem with these artists that I used to have a little bit of respect for, and then I hear them now and on everything they sound completely different. Like they trying to follow a watered down style, and it's like that's your real style. Like on your original songs, you rhyming like these dudes that 5-10 years ago, I would have never even put in your category, but now you using a style and sounding worse than them with it. And that's when I got a problem, you know what I'm saying?
3 tools that you would use to fix hip hop right now, what would they be?
I disagree that the culture dead, and I don't really think hip hop going through a problem in the hoods and with the people that couldn't create hip hop. Like people like you that was talking about, y'all was just having a conversation about the beginning of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Like artists that started off in the beginning, and y'all can still talk about artists that just dropped yesterday or a video that just dropped today.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all ain't go nowhere. Y'all still here. Y'all still hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got dudes like me. Ever since I heard hip hop when I was 1 or 2 years old, I fell in love with it and it never stopped. You got dudes like me that's still alive, that's still creative, that's still hungry, that's still trying to be original, still focused on being competitive and barring it up to death. It's still dudes like us that's still alive, that's still living. We ain't go nowhere. And then you got a lot of new dudes that might not have been alive when that was going on and those things that you was talking about, but they just like us. And if they had the opportunity to hear those type of songs or experience what we experienced, they'd be just like us. And it's a bunch of them in the world, not just in America, but all over the world. So I feel as though it's not dead. It's just like what he said, or like the analogy that you gave. If you got a zip and I got a couple pounds, it's like the weight is different.
Yeah.
So even the person with the zip might be a way better grinder and might know what to do with the zip. The person with the couple of pounds might fuck that money up. The dude with the zip might be able to flip that and in the future have a couple of pounds if he could keep the right connect. So, you know what I'm saying? But these dudes that's on TV and on the radio, to the world that's not really hip hop, they feel as though these people is winning. And if you constantly playing it on the radio, they don't feel, they feel like, because I'm hearing it on the radio so much, even though you said request radio is dead, the way they push it is like it's not dead. So they make it seem like the reason why you hearing this song is because everybody like it and people is requesting it. And it's like a smaller percentage of the world that's like leaders. You know what I'm saying? That want to be separate from what everybody else doing. And that's why I feel as though hip hop blew in the beginning, because it was separating itself from all the other music, everything that was going on. They was opposing all the things that people was doing in the pop community, and they was coming with a new style. So people felt like they wanted to ride with it. That's why they thought it was going to be a fad, but it proved that it wasn't going to be a fad, because that's really how people feel. But I feel as though now, because they pushing the music so much, that crowd that's not really hip-hop feel as though that's what's winning, and people want to fit in with what they feel as though everybody else like, and that's why people liking this bullshit music that you hear getting put out nowadays. But real music still exists, and the people that's able to make it still exist. They just ain't got the right amount of outlets to bring it to the world the right type of way. But what's good is this, it's up and down, it's good and bad. The social media, the internet, without a question. Because 15 years ago, in order to get people to hear your music, you could be the hottest in your hood. Like how you were saying, people got one CD and they talking about supporting all this. You had to get popping where you was from first. You know what I'm saying? You had to have a bunch of people talking about you to get people to want to take a risk with bringing you to the world. But in order for somebody in, like I got African fans, like a lot of them.
They hit me today.
And like all the different places in Africa, and they love me to death. But back in the day, in order to get my music over there for them to hear it, I would have to have a big distribution budget for somehow, some way to be able to get my music over there.
Or go to Africa.
Or they would never be able to hear it. But now with the social media and the internet and things like that, like I could do a record, upload it right now. So not only could everybody in America and every different state hear it at the same time, but the world can too. So for the artists that's really being creative and really got talent, they could benefit from that. And that's why radio ratings is declining, because they don't really want to hear that bullshit they playing. That's why all the video shows is off the air. When I was young, it was a bunch of video shows. Absolutely. You could watch video shows all day. Now they about to cut off 106 in Park. It's like there's no video shows left. You know what I'm saying? Because people not feeling what they giving them. You know what I'm saying? But if you a real artist and you can be creative and be original, then it is a lot of people in the world that will support you. But you will already have to be a household name, like what you said, that for people to already know.
At least your hood.
Yeah, well, even more than that, for people to know that you do drop fire, for them to look up your songs, for them to see you on social media or be following you in order to download your music, and for them to spread the word, you gotta be already done proven that you could do it. And a lot of dudes that's talented, not a household name because they didn't get their shot back in the day when they had that support like me. So it's hard to get a large amount of people to even know what you're capable of nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And the things that's winning on social media is like comedy shit. Like the dude that be singing and really can't sing. But he'll have the most views.
Yeah, they think that shit is funny.
Yeah, like 50 Tyson. A nigga that truly can't rap, but he'll have more views than a nigga that put up one of the dopest shits that you ever heard. He won't even have any views, but a nigga that's doing some funny, stupid shit will have more views. And I feel like hip-hop was separated from that in the beginning, but it's not no more. Just like action movies and real gangster movies were separate from comedy. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you like comedy, this is comedy. You watch a comedy movie. But if I want to see a gangster movie or an action movie, I'm going to watch a gangster and an action movie. But if it's all mixed together,
it's one genre now.
If it's all mixed together, then it's hard to decide what is what. And I think like for this new music and this new style that these niggas is doing, it need to be categorized in a different category than rap and hip hop.
Want to support ForbesDVD.com? Then log on ForbesDVD.com and click the donate button and donate whatever you can. Support. Thank you. ForbesDVD.com